The ligand moves towards the G protein-linked receptor. An active G protein attaches to the receptor. This activates it by converting GDP into GTP. Then the activated protein moves to the inactivated enzyme, and when it attaches to the activated enzyme, converts the ADP into CAMP. CAMP activates protein kinase A, then activates protein phosphorylation and transaction. Then protein kinase B activates the release of calcium ions from the ER.
Two signaling proteins, also known as ligands, move towards the two tyrosine kinase receptors. Once they have attached, the ligands move closer together, forming a dimer. The kinase then converts ATP to ADP. The phosphate then activates the relay protein, and there is a conformational change in the relay protein. The active relay protein goes on to activate protein kinase A. Protein kinase A goes along to activate protein kinase B, and then protein kinase B triggers the release of calcium ions by the smooth ER, which in turn induces the cellular response.
A normal synaptic signaling pathway occurs when a nerve cell receives neurotransmitters in its receptors in the dendrites. The chemical signals are interpreted in the cell soma, causing changes in the electrical potential of the cell. The electrical impulse, known as the action potential, will travel along the axon until reaching the axon terminals, which initiates the release of neurotransmitters and vesicles in the synapses towards other targeted cells. The postsynaptic neurons' receptors will recognize the neurotransmitters and initiate a cellular response or relay the message to other targeted cells. And multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease where an individual's own T cells will attack the neuron's protective fatty layer known as the myelin sheath, which insulates and helps the neuron carry the electrical impulse. The demyelination results in multiple scars or sclerosis on the neurons. MS can cause a variety of symptoms, including changes in sensation, visual problems, muscle weakness, depression, difficulties with coordination and speech, severe fatigue, pain, and impaired mobility or disability in most severe cases. There are no cures for MS, but different medications such as immunosuppressants and chemotherapy are there to slow down the degradation.